It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. What we got? Go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Roll out.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, look. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw. King. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Got it? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Give it smooth.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. King, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11, running with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And able to find Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, this is Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. King now, throwing on first down. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now King on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Right stone. Bravo. Mike, go.
Mike 5'9".
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
King from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get it.
Here's King operating from the gun. It's caught by Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken short.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Mike 5'4".
Big grip.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They run. It's Kamara, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a party now.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Man, I got you.
Back to throw. King. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
To throw is King. To throw again. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's see what you got. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
On third down, King completes it to Coleman. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down.
Exit, exit.
King now throwing on fourth down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Ready, ready. I got you. I got you. Get it.
Again, this is Kamara, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
59. Ricky. Shift.
On first down, Goddard, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Check, 59. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Hey. Ball trot. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now King on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
27 yards there, a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Cut.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. 59.
2nd and 5. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Shift. Watch safety creep. Creeping.
Get along. Press.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, King. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.